Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. So for today's one we are going to have another solo shuffle on schedule, which is once again very interesting one, and now that I think of, I am not even uploading the shitty ones. Well, anyway, I won't say anything else because then I would spoil you the video you're about to watch, and I personally hate spoilers myself. So here are the talents that I'm gonna be running. Since the previous one I did just a small change. I decided not to take Mana Spring Totem anymore, because games aren't just that long that our healer will run out of mana in the solo shuffle, and Voodoo Master is actually very more useful one, and I find it a lot more helpful, you know, than before. And with Hex being 50 seconds cooldown, you can just spread your CC all around the enemy players and actually get your kills easier. For the right side of the talents, I am back to running Elemental Spirits, and I just taken off the Storm Flurry. So yeah, these are the changes, and without any further ado, let's start with the solo shuffle. So the battle has begun. I am playing with an Arms Warrior, and we are versus Demon Warlock, Unholy DK, and Resto Shaman. Anyway, plan here is to go for the Warlock because he's the best target in these situations, because we just can't let him free cast and just gotta nuke him. We are going sort of all in with my Wolfie's Heroism and other warriors CCs. We lowered him to 30% HP, but he used his Battle Master, and Shaman as well used his cooldowns, so he survived quite well, and we forced pretty good amount of CDs from them. Anyway, here we're just waiting for the CDs to expire, and we are going straight out to kill the Warlock again. I used my wolves here once again, and here I'm trying to hex the Shaman, and he trinketed that immediately, so it's perfect. Now he doesn't have trinket anymore, so we are lowering the Warlock very well here as well, and the DK is kinda putting a huge pressure on me, so I had to use my Astral Shift and Ancestral Guidance. But my priest also did a health swap, so it was kinda unnecessary thing there. I think I would survive without that, but it's okay. He just didn't use anything, you know, worse. Anyway, here we keep applying the pressure on the Warlock. As you can see, Shaman got hexed very well, and Warlock almost died here. It was literally less than a second away, but he managed to survive somehow. But we are still not letting him out of our hands. I used Heroism once again, and we are just applying so big pressure that he just had to die. So yeah, first game very big and a good pressure, and yeah, victory is ours. Let's go on to the next one. So here we are in a second game, and now I'm playing with the Unholy DK, and plan here is to sit on a Warlock once again. So here we go straight away, using my shocks, using my wolves, just purging the things that he had on, giving my DK the hero, and we are just going all out. I just knocked the warrior back and then moved him away with the static field totem, so he can chill with his burst without touching us. Warlock here used once again straight away the Battle Master trinket, and priest also used a few of his cooldowns, which is very good. We are burning their cooldowns so quickly, which can help us to kill them more easily. He even did a health swap. Anyway, this hex wasn't that well, but we managed to lower him so good, and here Warlock surviving it to 1% of the HP for quite a few seconds, and I was just, you know, rooted and I couldn't move or do anything, so that was kinda unfortunate. Here I screwed up my hex a little bit because there was DR and I just haven't paid attention to it. Then I interrupted the fear, and priest used his pain suppression once again. I think this was the third time, which was also very good. So here I tried to do my play to move the priest away from the Warlock, and it was actually very successful because we managed to kill him quite easily, and as you can see, priest was standing behind the pillar and he couldn't move. Anyway, off to a third game. So in the third game things are becoming more harder because I am now playing with the Warlock, and as you can know, he's the easiest target, so these two are probably gonna go for him. Anyway, our plan is to go for a warrior because I feel that he's more softer than the Unholy DK. So here I used my Wolfies, my Bloodlust, and then moved the warrior and DK away from us while they're using their burst. And here once again we have a good thing where priest burned his pain suppression and warrior used his parrying, so two kind of big cooldowns are wasted here. Here I hexed the priest, but unfortunately he got out of hex because somebody hit him. Probably it was me, I don't know. So here I did a good interrupt on priest, and we just keep applying the pressure on a warrior, and he manages to get healed once again. And as far as I see this, we are having a very good chance. Now here I was trying to hex the priest while I was disarmed, and here warrior just decided not to stay on me, and he just moved away so he didn't interrupt me. And I successfully hexed the priest, but he trinketed it, which is perfect. Priest doesn't have the trinket anymore. Next hex, his warrior should be dead, and as you can see we doubled the hex in the fear, but warrior had some heal up his sleeve, so he actually survived that. So here we keep applying the pressure. As you can see, he's constantly below the 40% HP, and our warlock is actually holding very well, unlike the other games. And here we just, you know, keep going. Priest got interrupted in the middle of the cast, and his warrior is dead. He just couldn't do much there, and we got the third victory. On to the next one. So I'm back to play with the DK, and guess what? Our target is gonna be the warlock again, and this time just healers rotated pretty much. Anyway, I don't know why I did this, to be completely honest with you. I just wasted my trinket like a biggest fool. I tried to do static field thought, and like for what? Everybody was on 100% HP, everybody had every single cooldown. I don't know what was in my head during that moment. So yeah, we just keep going anyway. Here I just used my hero and my wolfies, and we kind of lowered the warlock good, but as I said, they had everything, so he survived that quite easily. Shaman also used his trinket, which means for the next minute and a half he's just free to CC, and I can already see that the warlock is gonna die quite easily. Anyway, here I tried to hex him again, but the warrior interrupted me, so now I'm going for the hex once again, and I interrupted the warlock's spear. DR was there present once again. I just really need to pay attention to that a little bit more, so I don't catch myself in those situations. Anyway, we are still applying the pressure on a warlock while they are kind of trying to kill me. I mean, warrior is trying to kill me, and warlock is just running around and, you know, trying to survive himself. So here I just used the BL once again, and this is some point of the static game where he just isn't getting lower that much. But we are working towards there, trying to hold him at least at 50% HP, which we are right now successing in. Here I almost died, so I had to use my Battle Master and my other CCs. And here I was 100% sure I was dead, but for some reason I managed to survive and to actually kill the warlock. So yeah, this game was a close one, but yeah, we actually grabbed the victory. Let's go on to the next one. So fifth game is on. I'm back to play with the warrior, and obviously our target is warlock, and warrior actually had the plan to just jump in at start, so I decided to support him with immediately heroism, and, you know, just use my standard wolfies and just going for, you know, the quick kill. And we are actually lowering him pretty well. So here I tried to do some interesting play where I kind of tried to move the warlock away from the priest side. But once again, it was a big fail because there was literally no slow or CC or anything at the priest, so he just freely ran there, used his pain suppression, and just simply made him live. So yeah, I had a good idea in mind, but it was totally poor executed, so yeah, shit happens, I guess. Anyway, the pressure on the warlock is actually much better than in a previous game. Like when warrior set his mind onto something, he just go insane for that. Priest did here health swap and he saved him, and here he got hexed, but by my shaman, so it was just a short hex because I already used it before, and here I actually haven't noticed that during the play, so I tried to use my hex, so he was actually immune to it. Anyway, here I'm going once again for the heroism, and I'm probably gonna use my wolfies now. Yes, I will. we keep applying the pressure on Warlock and we are doing quite well, and here Priest got fully hexed and he uses his trinket there, which was a good move from him, otherwise Warlock would be dead 100%. As you can see, he just couldn't top him for more than 30% HP, which was kinda insane. And yeah, we got the 5th victory there. Off to a 6th one and the final match. Game has begun. I'm playing with the Warlock again, and since our last encounter together we actually did pretty well, so idea here is to go same, just go quickly at the warrior and, you know, just nuke them as fast as we can. I did a very good hex there, but Shaman actually forced himself into trinketing, so he just kept the warrior alive. Here I got disarmed, so I just gotta chill a little bit, purge whatever I can and reapply my shocks and just go straight for him, and boom, something insanely happened. My Warlock got the biggest one shot that he's probably ever seen, and this game was just out of my hand or out of anyone's hand because nobody didn't see that coming. And yeah, that concludes today's solo shuffle. So yeah, we are at the end of this video. As you could see, it was pretty roller coaster of a solo shuffle, because at some points they were dying quite easily, at other point I almost died a few times myself, and this last miracle game where I was keeping warrior busy, I don't know what healer was doing, and our warlock just got completely demolished single-handedly by the DK, and that just tells me that nobody, either warlock or my priest, haven't used any of the defensive cooldowns since warlock died quite easy again. So yeah, that was really unfortunate. It was totally out of my hands and I just couldn't do anything better to prevent that, and sadly my 6-0 goes away, but it is what it is. I'm still satisfied with the game. Yeah. In case you guys like this video and you wish to support the channel, tossing a like and subscribe would mean a world to me and would help this channel a lot, so please do so if you haven't. And yeah, thank you all for watching and see you in the next one.